We want to cross over now to CBS News contributor Robert Berger. He is in Jerusalem with that angle of all of this. Robert, good morning to you. What is the reaction there to this apparent attack?
The reaction is one of shock and outrage. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu saying, quote, "We are witnessing the terrible price of anti-Semitism and the wild incitement against the state of Israel." The foreign minister explained that as incitement and basically putting the blame on leaders in Europe and officials, as well as international organizations. And then if you talk to ordinary Israelis or have listening to analysts on the radio today, a lot of people pointed to the incitement at college campuses in the United States. So overall, I think the feeling here is that the writing was on the wall.
And to your point, the Israeli foreign minister has been saying that this type of attack is a security threat that he has been dreading. Let's just take a listen to that.
I have been worried for the past few months that something like this would happen. And it did. And the list of fallen Foreign Service members has grown today.
So, Robert, is Israel now changing its security posture anywhere around the world because of that?
Absolutely. Prime Minister Netanyahu ordering security to be tightened at diplomatic facilities around the world. But here's the problem. You know, I think that the attack in Washington showed that there are a lot of soft targets. For instance, right now you have thousands of Israelis, and especially with the summer vacation coming up, you're going to have tens of thousands of Israelis vacationing in places like Europe, India, and Thailand. And the Israeli government has already issued travel warnings before this attack that Israelis traveling could be targeted. Now, there are no travel warnings to the United States, but if you could be attacked in a place like Washington, which you would think would be safe, I think the feeling among a lot of Israelis right now is that no place is really safe.
Right, in Washington, next to FBI headquarters and local police headquarters as well. Politically speaking, this is happening in the backdrop of Israel's increased push to take over Gaza. What is happening on that front?
Israeli ground forces are pushing deeper into Gaza, backed up by very heavy airstrikes. And Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu last night giving a news conference saying that the goal is to conquer Gaza and to defeat and destroy Hamas, or to have Hamas surrender and its leaders go into exile. The only thing he said that could stop this assault is the release of more Israeli hostages. Israel is pushing for a deal that would see the release of about half of the living hostages, 10 or so, in exchange for a 7-week ceasefire. But several weeks of talks and negotiations between Israel and Hamas in Qatar have now virtually collapsed. So it looks like we're headed toward further escalation.
All right, Robert Berger with all the latest for us out of Jerusalem, just past 5 p.m. there. Robert, thank you.